Good evening from here. Warm greetings. Amazing, we are already almost mid-January. So nice to be connected, and hopefully the sound is fine and the translation is good, I think. So I'd like to open this retreat with this simplicity that if we have a map before we go anywhere, it's really improving our experience in the place. A simple aspect of having a higher perspective, more unlimited. And always a pleasure to be looking at maps. The quote from Einstein about what is unlimited. And he said, only two things are infinite. You might know this one. So he says two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity. And I'm not sure about the former. We have Mark Twain, who had an interesting perspective on what is beyond. He said, I don't fear death. I was dead before I was born, and it hasn't suffered. I have not suffered the slightest inconvenience. And sometimes these quotes can help shift our thinking. So it's going to be inspiring. And today, looking forward to having these shifts. So welcome, everyone, and welcome to Prashant. Good evening.
Hello, and good evening. Let's create another few minutes of experience, silence. And all that we are doing, coming in the unlimited, that is the only effort. We use the best intellect. And Baba uses the word paras. Paras includes the unlimited. You can see the bigger map. And once we are seeing the bigger map, you are seeing the limited as limited. A whole physical world appears small. It appears small in size, small in significance. That's why we use the word story. You also are able to see its limits. Just like an ant cannot see the limits. Its world is so big. But when you see from beyond, you are seeing the limits of the whole anthill. You are seeing it for what it is and remaining free from it. Our main purpose is this, not to be deceived by that. And then you are safely able to experience the dimension beyond your unlimited reality. This is the world of silence, world of light, a world that is timeless, that is also being beyond limits. beyond limits in time, in space. We are also seeing that here is the true family. All belong to this family. And no one is an outsider. And when we say all life belongs to this family. It is all the attitude, whether it is souls of human, animal, it is the attitude. Do I feel they belong to us? Or do I feel us and them? At this level, it is an unlimited heart. And all are good. And all are safe. All are beyond harm. Tiny points, no one can deprive them, no one can deny them. They need nothing for their existence. They are never in the state of competition, comparison. Divine, all are divine. Divine and alokik, unearthly. This is the truth of God and the Word of God, the family of God. Divine and alokik. These two words get used in the Gita. Divya and alokik. And it is a huge luxury to experience this. It is not just I am divine, but world is divine and world is alokik. Everyone is good and everything is good. We are just seeing this reality. All we have done is use the right intellect and straight we are going to the biggest prize. In these personalities, they can afford to be fully innocent, childlike innocent. Why? Because no one can deceive them, no one can harm them. Just like anyone, in any culture where there is that security, people can afford to be innocent. So just like the Father with the Lord of innocence, so everyone else. This is the world of the Father and the family. In the words, in the Murli words, it's a small little world of the Father and the family. It's a happy world, it's a lovely world. But they stay behind the line. It's a happy world, it's a lovely world on a scale of disbelief, happy and lovely. And no one can change this reality. This is a timeless reality. No one can change it. Just they have the choice to cross the line and come into confusion. Crossing the line is coming into ignorance, being unconscious. And why would anyone cross the line? You are free to answer at this point. A small little world of the father and the family. This is the lovely world. This is the happy world. They all stay behind the line. Why would anyone cross the line? And in fact, everyone ends up crossing the line. Why? What is the reason?
It's a habit or sanskara, ignorance, ego, bondages. I would say the intellect, maybe body consciousness.
Today's word is limited.
Forgetting the true self,
Yeah.
being deceived.
That limited world with the glitter and gold and circus. And that is the big challenge for all these divine and alokik souls. So this world comes with circus and bells and song, and let us see who can stay behind the line. That is a challenge. And if you are drawn by this glitter, gold, song, and the circus, then that's a different story altogether. So I will come to our famous sketch. And in this sketch, we precisely see the limited and the unlimited. This is always for us in the background. This image of the square or rectangle that really shows you in a pictorial form the world of limits. Otherwise, this universe, it appears in the beyond limits. Even Einstein says he is not sure, and that is quite accurate. He says this universe is unlimited, but human ignorance is also unlimited, he says, and he's not sure about the former. So we say this physical universe is not unlimited, it has limits. To start with, we can see it is a world that is unpredictable. It has, for us, there are limits. And we see it as limited world. Any story, any drama, every episode has a beginning and an end. And all the glitter, everything, it comes and goes. Things are like this. When we are seeing this further, even some scientists might say it is without limits. They say it. But truth is, this is the world of images. Images come and images go. Just like you are watching a film. In the film, in that slide, you are seeing amazing universe and galaxies, but you are just seeing a slide. and that image goes, and another image comes. So the word limited is a very appropriate word, and it is not even going to be with you. So, and compared to our alokik world, most important, it is forever with you. It is there for you. That's why it is stable, and it is reliable, and in an unlimited way it is there. And we are made to be in that dimension. That is where we are at home. Just like fish is comfortable in the ocean, in water. If you take it out, it is uncomfortable. You put it back in the water, it is comfortable. In the same way, we are at home in this world. We are comfortable there. Have you got a reason why we can make that statement? Do you mean that we are not comfortable here? If someone asks you, do you mean that we are not comfortable? We are quite happy. We had a nice Christmas and life going really well. So what will you say? Is that world of discomfort? Why do we need to go that beyond and all?
Someone said it's filled with tests. Everything ends, I would say. So you can appreciate it, but you can't claim anything. So you kind of have to have a distance, since you can't totally be at home. Discomfort wakes us up. We have no desires, and happiness, the happiness there is not permanent. And at home we have no desires.
Yeah, very good. Let me come to one simple argument. In this our world, and I'm talking about the limited world, here in this world, no one accepts death. This applies to humans, animals. We don't accept death. In fact, all this major chaos going on, they are ready to fight war. Why? Because they may die. It is like a huge paradox. Someone might kill them, so they are ready to invent new weapons so that they can protect themselves in that logic. So each and every human being, no one wants to die. Such is the tendency. Even those who attempt to commit suicide, and if they survive, for example, they swallow something as an attempt to commit suicide, and they don't die, let us say, their next thought is how to survive. So deep inside, this instinct for survival, instinct for immortality is very deep in everyone. And someone may say, I want to live another 7 years. I have come across people who have said statements like this. I want to live another 7 years, that's all. Okay, they live another 7 years. After 7 years, will they say, yes, thank you, God, and I got now 7 years, I'm going? No, you want another 7 years. The bottom line is we want to be immortal. And the medical institution actually is promising this, that we will be able to be immortal. And as there is research going on, they say we have already been able to extend life, the lifespan is increasing. So, we might achieve immortality, this kind of thinking. Now, the instinct for immortality, what does it tell you? Where does this instinct come from? No one has, no one will think, I want a mango if he has never seen a mango or tasted a mango. Will not suddenly come with the idea, I need a mango today. So there is always a reference, prior reference if you get any desire like this. So here everyone wants immortality. Where did they experience it? Here it gives us an idea. Only when we see the bigger map, when we come out of the ignorance, then we understand, now we understand what is happening. And what has happened, they all are immortal. And as was said, they are comfortable with that. That is where they belong, immortal and beyond harm and peace and love. That is their environment. Just like fish in water, forever. And that is great. To come here is not wrong. Just like I made a fish also sometimes jumps in the air. That is not wrong, as long as they know there is a water for them to come back to. So these invisible travelers, they come in the physical world. That is also great. But there comes a time when they come into ignorance. And that is the strategic moment for everyone, for these invisible travelers, when they cross this line. And when they cross this line, they now, in that confusion, see that this world, limited world, is their world. They make this and a story their world. And Cinderella has become me. And various things in this, these are mine. That has become their world. What is limited and world of images come and go, like we said. And they literally live in that world. And it is extreme ignorance. In that extreme ignorance, they literally give birth to identities, false identities, based on that film, based on those unpredictable images. They define themselves. And now, in this confusion, they are trying to re-experience their original experience. They had experienced this immortality and life beyond harm and a world of the great family, everyone innocent, everyone harmless, godlike and childlike, everyone, all immensely lovely, small little world of the father and the family. Happy world, lovely world, and they are behind the line. So that is what they experienced, and that is, supreme experience. Now they have crossed the line, and once they have crossed the line, now this ego is trying to re-experience this, and this is the reference point for everyone, each and every life, human being. They may be playing the part of king, someone is playing the part of some scientist or great artist. Deep instinct in each and every one to re-experience in that original experience. They want to be immortal. They want to experience that peace. They want to experience that love. They want to experience that family. And they all are trying to experience it in the limits of their culture, limits of their, possibilities. If they got enough, what coins, they might say, maybe I build a castles so that I can keep the bad guys out and I might live longer, be immortal there behind, or someone else might think I can eat more, and that might, starting position is confusion, and now they are trying to become immortal. What are the other ways they try to be immortal in this world? Do you know anyone trying to be immortal in this world? That instinct we cannot beat. Each and everyone has that instinct. How does it, what is the expression of this instinct?
Trying to leave a legacy in some way.
Yeah. Woody Allen, his famous one quote, he says, I don't want to live in the hearts of others. I want to live in my flat. So someone is telling him, no, no worry, you will be immortal and you will be in the hearts of your young. He said, no, I want to live in my flat. So yeah, so it will be nice to hear. How do they try to be immortal? What are these instincts?
Well, one aspect is through beauty, to always look young, looking for the fountain of youth. Property, maybe also fame, yeah. Making the body immortal through surgeries, injections, excessive training, sporting, dieting.
Sure, sure.
Through the children as well.
Yeah, that is nice. So some might do it through their building the statues. They want to, that is their idea. That is the way they will become immortal. Some memorial, and they want, that is the intention, the deeper desire there. Some will say they will become immortal through their, children. They literally say this, my genes will go, and that is the way I will continue. I will live here, because when their instinct, it is an expression. It gives them some kind of a peace in their own limited model. And some might say their art that will be appreciated forever. They build something, and that will be there after people will read this, say this, and they're trying to be immortal. We have the option, and what is the option we have? We have the option to come behind the line, crossing the line, and in that confusion, trying to fix this, our deep instincts. One is to be immortal, but all the other instincts we are trying to fulfill in this limited world under the spell of darkness. And it is nicely described in spiritual writings. What is written, their life is of anxious lust and lustful anxiety. Life is like this. Whole life they want. I want more, 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 because you are in that limited, and they have the experience of the unlimited before. So they want unlimited. So they say, I want more, more, more. So their life is of anxious lust and lustful anxiety. Will I lose it? Will I get it? And that's why anxiety. And their death is a failure. They die a death of a failure. Because they worked all this life, they achieved all this, and then they lose it all. This is the last feeling of when we are in this, when we cross the line. So they might think the statue is there and all, but last moment you feel you are losing it all. You don't get an experience of immortality there. Ego doesn't feel, here's wow, the statue is there. No, ego is dying, and so the whole our aim in this confusion is achieve, it's a wasted experience. One nice way it is described, in vain, when you are in this darkness and you are trying to experience this unlimited here, in vain are their efforts, their labor, their ideas of success are such a waste. They're living in the story, and they are, ideas of success, ideas of progress, ideas of achievement, enterprise, all this is going on. And then it all finishes. You're out. So all that they actually worked for, last second, you realize you're a failure. You're wasted. Time is wasted. Sometimes they will be wiser, and it is a nice exercise for each one of us to think of this last moment. Last moment is always a moment of clarity for everyone. They don't realize in this stone intellect, you don't realize this is limited. It appears to be big, appears to be. They subconsciously feel they are immortal in this world in some form. They don't think of the death and all, and so you think you will be there forever. They don't use the word immortal, but don't think of the death, and you can continue leading as if you are going to be immortal. This kind of thinking. But last moment is a moment of clarity. It is suddenly realized you are here temporarily. There is the exit. It's a limited world. That becomes a realization at the last moment. It will be nice to hear some thoughts from you and also from Sarah.
Such a privilege to have that in the mind now, but not with fear, but with wonder, and realize, like the fish that goes back into the ocean, it's perfectly natural and wonderful. And yeah, so that's initial thoughts here. And there is a question which you did answer, but trying to grapple with, so we don't want to die because as a soul we know we are immortal. And then you went on to say this was a question, trying to understand why we don't want to die. But later you said it's ego that is trying to become immortal. So I think that was answered. Ganesh's message, realization comes with wisdom and or pain. So right now there are no other questions.
Yeah, sure. Let us come in the experience again. And our aim is not just experience the unlimited and go back in the limited as if that limited is our world. Our aim very quickly that unlimited should be our reality. That is the aim of the meditation, to bring about this shift from the limited paradigm to the unlimited paradigm. Soul consciousness means that the soul wakes up and understands that is natural for him. It's like for the fish, it is not just meditation, going in the ocean and then struggling rest of the time. No, this ocean is normal for the fish. In the same way, this dimension is normal for us. And for whom? For the invisible witness. Invisible witness is the invisible traveler. He is the invisible prince. In the physical world, he is the traveler. Behind, he is the prince. That's why, very lucky, he belongs to the King of Kings. All this is without exaggeration, or it is not a metaphor, not a figure of speech. Invisible soul is the invisible prince, eternal prince. He has got everything. That's why, very lucky. To start with, he has the company of God there. God is not in the world of images. That is the only limitation. The limited world, they are searching for God, but you won't have it over there. In the world of images is not even our true family there. The images, we may put labels. This is my uncle and auntie, and this is sing songs in that. A world of images. True family is behind. So invisible prince, we are very happy to see him as a tiny point. Even God is like a tiny point. All this paraphernalia is required in the story. Just like in a theater, you need a hat and a crown, beard. Not in the home. You don't use a crown in the home. But for the theater, you may have to use all these things. Swords, spears. So here, the invisible prince form is tiny point. So happy to be this point. So happy that he needs nothing for his existence. No complications. In the world of the story, we get into so many complications. Like you need a car, and then for the car you need a fuel, and then you need the one leads to the next. That kind of so many needs and desires. For starting position, you need nothing. This invisible prince is immortal without needing anything. Invisible prince cannot be harmed by anything. There can be fire and flood and never any harm. If the fire and flood cannot harm him, some words from anyone is less likely to harm him. This is what becomes the basis of that divine personality. If he is free from needs and free from harm, then there is nothing that can change it. He is not dependent on anything, anyone. He is free from the three worlds. He is in the three worlds, but he is free. The moment there is a need, you become dependent. If someone can harm, you are at the mercy of elements, of others. There, nothing can harm him, and he needs nothing. No one can deprive him of anything. Such a powerful state. So natural state, natural truth of each and every one. This is the truth of humans and animals, the whole life, as we say. Souls, they are immortal and they are naturally free, independent. That is why the word prince, they are royals, not slaves. Natural state of everyone is good. And then they got this world, which has no limits. World of happiness and world of peace and world of contentment. All of these have no limits. Ordinarily, someone may be loving, but there is a condition. You will love, but others should not do something. And there are conditions, there are some blocks in our limited, ego-based life. That is what we know. Happiness has limits. Something can change your happiness because it is based upon bondages. It is a slave happiness and slave love. Whereas invisible soul, he experiences prince love, princely happiness. It is not based on anything, anyone, not based upon the elements. That's why without limits, all happiness, love comes with friends. So his nature is of contentment and lightness and peace and joy. It is full. All are like this. This also helps everyone to experience that life that is a Ravan-free life. This dimension is a Ravan-free dimension, which means there is no seed of anything inauspicious. If there is no desire even, so nothing inauspicious can come here. Like what? Inauspicious? And this gross vices is one thing, but here even the slightest concern, comparison, sarcasm, all these are Ravan's complications. Different kinds of anxieties and different kinds of irritations and worries, but even desire. These are all unpleasant. We can call them inauspicious feelings. Starting position of the invisible prince is his full, and his world is perfect, and everything is good, and mind is auspicious, and the world is auspicious. Ravan free. What is the word we will use? If it is Ravan free, what word should we use to define it? Is there any word that is appropriate for this?
Permitted, perfect, unlimited, liberated, the world of Ram, divine.
Yes, divine is the word I was looking for. If there is no devil, then we can use the word divine. No trace of devil, then the certificate, you get a certificate, divine. So this dimension is divine. And everyone is divine. They are all royal and divine. What an amazing truth here. And it is right in front of everyone's nose. All that is required is come behind the line. That is the condition. Let go of the limited. That is the effort. The challenge in this is Ravan within each one. Ravan lives at a limited level. Ravan's intellect cannot see beyond those limits. So Ravan is absolutely addicted to that limited world. He thinks about it. He has desires, planning, enterprise, but it is limited. And that is the obstacle. We may understand all this. This is we are talking about. The biggest prize anyone can ever win is right in front of everyone's nose. Can anyone have something like this in this limited world? They can be in the Forbes list and some celebrities, but can they have something like this? It is like a no comparison, and beyond belief. Such is the prize. But to even experience it, even for these minutes and minutes to experience it, you have to as if overcome Ravan's resistance. Ravan has got some, plans to either complain. he's busy. He has got so many things to worry about, complain about, or be excited about, but in a limited level. I'm going to read a short passage, few lines, words from the Murli, words spoken by Baba in this context. These are the words spoken on 3rd of April 83. Today, the unlimited Father, or the Father of the unlimited, has come to meet the noble children who remain stable in an unlimited stage, those who have an unlimited intellect, the unlimited intellect that can grapple with the big world, those who have unlimited vision, unlimited attitude, who are unlimited servers in the corporeal form, in the unlimited place of the corporeal world. The essence of the whole knowledge and the essence of all four subjects of this study is just one word. What is that word? Make a guess. The essence of this study, essence of all four subjects, is one word. What is that word? You want to tell? It is good now for us to know the essence.
Beyond, unlimited,
Yes.
timeless.
Today, Baba said the essence of all four subjects and the essence of the whole knowledge is just a one word, unlimited. To stabilize in the meaning of the word unlimited is the first and the last effort. Can you imagine in us? So first of all, to belong to the Father means, you want to tell? To belong to the Father means this is our spiritual birth. Means in a birth we belong to the Father. You belong to this new world, new reality, new birth. So what does it mean? To belong to the Father means
To be unlimited, be detached from the limited,
good, coming close.
to be immortal, to be secure,
Yeah,
be like God.
nice.
Obedience,
Yeah. And first of all, to belong to the Father means to die to the limited. You have to, Ravan is holding on to this. You have to let go of Ravan there. Dying is involved in this. Dying, body remains, but your ego dies, something dies. we can't fly and hold on to some sticky junk somewhere. The basis of this is to go beyond the limited consciousness of the body and stabilize in the unlimited form of soul consciousness. The last thing is to become the angelic form. That is to go beyond all limited relationships, to go beyond all limited bondages, and to become an angel. So, what else is there in these pairs? In the knowledge, there are these two words gets used together, pairs. Like which pairs? The beginning and the end, the effort and the reward, the aim and qualification, awareness and power. Different words, these pairs gets used. All of this, what is it that we are concerned about? The word Baba says is unlimited. From the beginning to the end, what type of limitations have you gone beyond or still have to go beyond? You know this list. Yeah, in this world of limited, world of images, we said there is glitter, there is gold, there is song, and there are bells. What else is there? You will have to go beyond all this. So, worth making a list. What are the things you have to go past?
idea of self,
Yes,
enterprise,
yes,
and sound.
yes. So, what types of limitations Have you gone beyond or still have to go beyond? You know this list very well, do you not? Only when you become an embodiment of the unlimited, beyond all limitations, in your unlimited home, an unlimited server, a victorious jewel who has attained victory over all limitations, can you become the form of the experience of the final karmatit stage. It's just a first paragraph I have read. That when I gave the date of that Murli. And so here, and this image is a nice image for us to grasp this. There is the limited world here, and when we are in this limited, there is all these feelings, mine, this is my treasure, this is my house, this is my security, this is my uh, relations, family, all this is here. And when the invisible soul wakes up, then he wakes up. Wakes up means you are discovering the waking reality. And then you realize, okay, your family itself is different. And in this family, everyone belongs. As was said before, we can't, we can't, be out, and we can't exclude anyone. No one is an outsider. And that is good. Once you get this glimpse, it will reflect in the physical world. When if you are going for a walk, whatever the behavior of others are, that I was said, even animals, and they may be biting you and getting, sucking your blood. But internally, you are understanding that the drama has got its own different souls have to play their part. That is their destiny. That is the way it is. But you are at the same time understanding that fraternity, we all are from the same home, and belong, sense of belonging. Worth exploring this, and it is possible. Some animals might pick this up very quickly. They will understand your language. The humans may not be that quick at understanding this language of feelings, but if you stay in these feelings, it will have its own cooperation from the world. But that is like a bit of fun. But to have that experience itself is a luxury for anyone. And you are coming in this world of unlimited love. You are experimenting with it. You are coming in that experience. And maybe for 1 minute, 2 minutes, the old things may pull you back, the limited. But you have the option of coming to this big luxury when you choose. Do you want to add anything?
Yeah, there's a couple of questions.
Yeah.
We've created, why have humans created civilization in a way that is so dependent? Even more now we have IT and gadgets becoming dominant, and there needs to be a legally becomes a need to have a legal system to move around, human rights are crossed. Any comments?
Yeah, as the consciousness drops, based on our consciousness, we create our systems and we create our environment and we create our civilization. First is the consciousness. So we cross the line. And when we cross the line, then we pull others also. Wherever we are going, down or up, we influence others also. Herd goes up, herd goes down. So we understand that. That's why our starting position is the lowest. That's why we are here, and our challenge is to go up the spiral. That's why all this effort, and that's why Baba is here. And when you are making this effort, just you are going in a different direction to the herd. You are changing the direction of the herd. Every minute you are creating this time in this direction. You are helping the direction of the herd. And everyone will be grateful to you for that effort. Without any words, just you give it a priority to bring about this shift, come into the unlimited.
So do we forgive the actions of those in the drama in order to let go?
Once you understand the drama, say you are acting in a theater as Cinderella and someone is acting as ugly sister. Do you hold a grudge with ugly sister each time you are playing? Do you even think that I should forgive? You are enjoying the part of the ugly sister. In fact, the Cinderella drama, was pantomime, was organized in one of the Christmas. Some friends, and those one who was acting as a Cinderella, she was giving ideas to ugly sister how she can be proper ugly sister. How she can say the words, how she can do things. But then drama is good. Ugly sister has to be proper ugly sister. The villain should do the things and Joker should do the things properly. Then it's a good drama. But you don't, hold a grudge based on that. Same thing happens here. This is a drama. And in the drama, someone is acting as a joker and someone is acting as a holy person and someone is acting as a ugly sister. That's the part. And all together becomes a nice plot. So you're enjoying the plot and you're enjoying the parts. But behind are all our friends. The actors are completely different. Remember at the beginning we said, you start from the unlimited. Your starting position is there. And because you have not forgotten the starting position, you have not forgotten the true family. That they all are immensely lovely and innocent and beyond belief. They are all good. We use the word divine royals. Egoless, desireless, viceless, extraordinary. If you meet anyone who has got less ego, you like them. Someone who is viceless. These are attractive qualities. Some less vices, less greed. You like these people. This original nature of each and everyone is zero ego, zero desires, zero sorrow, zero vices, zero ignorance. That's why divine royals. But you are understanding their greatness. You have started from there. You're not forgotten that. And just because someone is acting a part of a joker for 5 minutes, I'm not going to lose my friend. Someone is acting as a part of a villain. That's a part. You want to add anything? We bring in this thinking, you bring in, we may lose it, but we continue to come back to it.
I think it helps. And it's not just in the same dimension. The unlimited is different reality. So we can let go in a profound way of the limited. Yeah, this question, how to find the balance in participation and letting go, which I think you've answered, but if you want to add anything.
Yes, and largely answered. And the most important homework for us is creating time to experience the unlimited. That is where the effort has to go. Ordinarily, I say I have to forgive, I have to love, but I am still at the ego level. It becomes ego-based effort, and then it is not authentic. It becomes I've already crossed the line and still I'm on the other side of the line. Here, even for 1 minute, 5 minutes, come right back. We will create some opportunities again. Come right back, experience this unlimited, and try and hold on to it. Internally, we have to reprogram ourselves that unlimited is normal for us. That is not just a meditation experience, but that is our life. That is what our home is. And we are coming in the physical from there. This should be our silent programming. It is effort, but at least if that aim is there, then we'll take steps in that direction. Any other thoughts?
A question, can we say that coming down this ladder as if the human consciousness dropping, can we say that it's not our fault?
Okay.
It's like we see that the way we are going into darkness and the ages, it's like the way that things are. So yeah, that's the quite
It may be our fault, it may not be, it is okay, but it doesn't matter. That is the way it was past. We are here now, and now we have a choice. So no one is going to check, what you did in the last 1,000 years. And even God is not interested in that past account. But now we got present, and now we got a next planning, next minute, and next hour. We can use this in a most elevated way. We have that option. Let us create this the next 5 minutes in this elevated way. And after that, we have rooms. And when we use the word paras, paras includes subtle intellect. Paras includes broad intellect. Paras includes the unlimited intellect. It is, we gave the analogy earlier, ant maybe sitting on an elephant, and it won't even know that what is happening there. And as you see the bigger map, you see the elephant, and you see the forest behind the elephant, and you see the person who is looking after the elephant. Completely different perspective, and so much more enjoyment. You understand things, then you are useful to the ant also and useful to the elephant also. So Paras is like that. You are able to see the big map. It is coming out of the ant view of the world. You are seeing the bigger map. And when you see the bigger map, you are now seeing the limited as limited, story as story. And theater as theater. And then everything is just right. Every episode is just right. And in fact, extraordinary gift. Different characters, different plots, in the special effect, fog, rain. It is such an amazing, rich performance there. But we are also aware that there is the real world beyond the theater. And the real world is world of light. Sky is a nice image for this. We see this in gentle red color, expanse of light. We come in the experience of it in a focused way. See this expanse. Most important, this world is beyond the story world. And this world is eternal, timeless. This world is beyond limits. This world is the main thing. Rest all is a story. This is the main world. And this is important. It is the home of everyone. We are seeing this expanse in color, and in this sky are the living stars. That is also beyond limits. All belong to this same home. It's a auspicious home, godly home, home of silence, home which is beyond harm. Nothing of harm can come here. Safe forever. And all exist forever. We are just coming back, getting in touch with our original experience, starting experience. We all are safe and we remain safe forever. We have a home forever. And we do not need anything from anywhere forever. Starting position is this. Independent. As we continue on our journey, we remember this immensely beautiful truth. The unlimited dimension of everyone. And it is a great news. Now we would like everyone to be aware that they have this option to rediscover their right to this unlimited truth. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to consolidate. So we'll have break for rooms, and could you perhaps frame a question to begin the discussion in rooms?
What are the factors that favor us in experiencing the unlimited, and what are the obstacles?
To be mortal here might be a bit of an obstacle. Great, we just put that in the chat. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. So Heather will be inviting the room discussion. So enjoy, and we'll see you all back in just over 10 minutes. Thank you. No, great to welcome everyone back and to see you all. It's an amazing feeling to be connected around the world. I think we have New Zealand with us, as well as America and possibly India also. So we have a moment to consolidate the experience of the unlimited, then we'll continue. Thank you. Thank you. It seems that technology is helping us because we've really shrinking the world with being connected and all then making the effort to go beyond. So nice. So today we're welcoming in Brother Sanjay and forward to hearing your thoughts. This topic. Good evening.
Good evening and Om Shanti. Well, if one of you would have jumped into our room, you would have thought that you came into the IT department because the talk was about programming, reprogramming, a bug fixed, changing, making a new software that will take us to the promise, feeling the unlimited, staying alive in that unconditional love and happiness and lightness. So it was understood that responsibility is on our side and reprogramming is a good way to get rid of those sanskaras that prevent the unlimited experiences. And reprogramming like a need to want to be consistent, determined, have courage to change things or things that used to be and be consistent. It's a qualification that is needed to experience the unlimited. Basically, this one uses very simple things to take the self beyond, like these simple points of, yes, we are eternal, little tiny points, not from this physical world. We have a home, sweet, eternal. Nothing can happen to those points of lights. And they have a game to play that was invented just for them to have fun. And this game called Earth, playing different roles. Yes, Cinderella, ugly sister, whatnot. So when one keeps this in mind, it helps so much to stay far from worry, from fear and anxiety. Just enjoy and play the part beautifully, and you can see then the feedback from all surroundings, family, friends, colleagues. You feel the lightness even in the dark times of this country situation. So reprogramming and consistency and fixing bugs. This is the journey of this one, the next few days. Thank you.
Thank you, Sanjeev. Very much like this analogy of programming, and it's a jump to the new programming. It's not that you gradually go. And it's like when you learn a skill like driving, you kind of have that programming, and even if you don't drive for 20 years, even you might start and it's coming back. And I think that's similar here, the practice of this clean perspective of that secure soul in the home, and the meditation, it's like bringing back to life the original, and it's there, we can activate and consolidate. So that's what came to mind when you were sharing. And Prashant talking about stepping right back, it's such an invitation. We can experience the unlimited, we can easily let go of the limited. Be great to hear from you and your reflections from the rooms. Meanwhile, hello back to Prashant.
Thank you. Yeah, and thank you for the sharings. What we are seeing is immensely simple formula for the planet. How the human personalities can change in a big way. And all that is required is they understanding, embracing this unlimited dimension. If we have got any great people on this planet, those who showed certain character, the reason behind the foundation for that, they have some level, the roots in the unlimited. Whether they played a part in a noble personality, some character, directly proportionate to how much you are in the unlimited. If someone has completely lost the unlimited, then he gets caught into pettiness, some things that you don't like in others, because Ravan then very quickly takes over. If that limited has become the world, then it is Ravan's kingdom. And it is big Ravan or small Ravan, but it is Ravan. So simple. And that's why Baba said, this is the essence of all knowledge and all four subjects. Baba says is justice. Understand the contrast between limited and unlimited. We have the intellect to grapple with this. Like, in the company of the ants, we could be behaving like ants, but there is the sky and there is a completely different reality and different way of looking at everything, including the anthill. You are seeing in a new way. Also to know that every minute we are using paras, it will become stronger. First day we cannot run marathon, but as you practice, practice maybe 100 meters and 200 meters, then one day you run marathon, you build the muscles. This is our homework also. We have to build this intellect. Absolute precondition. If the muscles are not there, you can't run a marathon. You can do 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but not marathon. So here for us, not to get disheartened that you are not forever in this unlimited experience, and reactions sometimes are coming from ego, and no problem. You create half a minute, congratulate yourself. Doing it accurately. Coming again, another half a minute. Each time you are coming there, you are making the intellect strong. But during that minute, you are also contributing to the planet, because we are changing the direction of the herd. That's a nice secret to know. This human population and human family, we got a great future. If we were not to have this option, there is no future. We are towards the extinction. But once you understand this option of the higher consciousness, and that we all can change we are billions. At the moment, how many people are interested in this? Not billions, not even millions are interested in serious effort. They all are caught in the limited. But a few people, changing the direction, with enthusiasm and fun, energy, your understanding, creating time in this experiment. That's enough, because you change the direction of the herd, and then it becomes easy for everyone. One bird flies, second bird flies, whole flock flies. It is like this. And then it's a different civilization. If the consciousness has shifted at that level, it is divine. And it is so obvious. Once you understand this, it is so obvious what the future of this, human family is. Let us hear some thoughts from you.
Moment, just acknowledging the questions. Would someone like Napoleon or Hitler have some of their roots in the unlimited too? You mentioned, great personalities, but they're great in a different kind of way. Any comments?
Compared to others, the answer is yes. As you said, they are great in a different way. I was also meaning greatness, in character. But anyone who even was able to hold that vision, in a different way, and bring that achievement, achieved it in their own way. To be Napoleon, you need some qualities. It is not anyone can become Napoleon, and the same thing applies to anyone. There are qualities required, and any of these qualities are proportionate to how much they have made some effort in the earlier. At that time, they were not making effort, but in their earlier incarnation, they have done some effort. Here we are talking about the Iron Age standard. In the kingdom of the blind, one-eyed becomes the king. It is a bit like that. When everyone else is completely lost into the limited, someone makes even half the attempt at the unlimited, he becomes the king. But what is possible for us is to discover this option in a profound way. That kind of effort creates golden aged civilization.
Someone was asking, so right now we're striving to grasp the concept, and then we're grasping to make Paris strong and go beyond the limited, but yet we don't stay there forever. And then we come back to this world again, golden age, and we go through the cycle. Why? the question.
Yes. And then the first prize we all have. And the first prize is about unlimited reality. It is always with us. And it is eternal, it is perfect at every level. There is no hierarchy there, equality, some French Revolution principles, equality, fraternity, and liberty. You won't get it in the limited world. You don't get it in the story. You can change the government, change the system, but there is always inequality. You can't have true fraternity here, and you can't have true freedom. We create bondages ourselves. But that world is the world where there is true freedom. And everyone is great, as was said. They are divine royals. And this is not just some exaggerated, some good wishing. This is like a reality. So that world is there. First prize is there. Now this physical world is a bonus world for us. Then a play, you don't need to go to play. Play, you go and you are quite happy. You win, lose. And half the game, there's rain. Okay, that was bonus. Your first prize is always with you. So also here, we all got this first prize, and that is perfection and eternal. In this physical world, there is a variety. It is not meant to be our home. It's a game. And when you see the game as a game, you don't have complaints. When I see it as a home, then I feel why it is changing, why it is different, why it is not equal. Because I am looking for my original experience, answers in this secondary world, limited world. But when I got my needs addressed at the right level, then I'm not asking for equality here. I'm not asking for fraternity here. I'm not asking for anything. Every moment is a gift as it comes. And it is a variety, great. If it is the same, that is also great. Sarah, want to add anything?
It's just a lovely feeling of strength from that perspective, to be able to be constantly in the gift space, but strength is coming from detachment. On the subject of power, a question: does fear corrupt the soul and make the soul weak in its powers?
Fear is a result of corruption. In the starting position, we don't have fear. If you are soul conscious, you are frightened of the story. Story is, as was said, it's a bonus. The dragon comes, it is nice. And King Kong also comes. It's great because people pay money to go and watch King Kong in the exhibitions. So here, it is great entertainment when you are seeing this story with variety. But when the consciousness drops, consciousness is corrupted already, then fear comes. Fear is a penalty. Now it is possible, and that is the destiny of all human beings. Once they get into any kind of sorrow, they try to solve it by creating more bondages. And so that gets compounded, and that is the destiny of everyone. That is what the message of downward spiral.
Thank you. Maybe one more question. Any method to be in Paris? That might be your last question also for practice. But,
I might encourage that sketch that we draw many times to keep that, printed in your main room, and you will never regret doing this. Where each time you are looking at it, you are reminded that there is the unlimited. In case you have forgotten about, we said that has to become our normal. Until then, we need all these reminders and different ways of coming back to that. Some of these micro experiences, you are just reminded for a few seconds. They are precious. We need to create these many opportunities.
the using images because they're a reference point. It's like speaking 1,000 words, but it's every time we see it goes a bit deeper. And yeah, I like this aspect about how future is very positive when we have the unlimited. But if our reference points are in the limited, there is not really future in that way because there is destructive behavior. But when we shift this, apart from it being a gift, there's also a future to there's real progress in a sense for the soul. Maybe one quick final question that's just come in. Why we don't want to go, maybe it's a question, why can we not go to the eternal world forever and not come back? I think that was the question.
Yeah, sure. We take that position in this model, spiritual model. We are players, and players need a home, but players also need a field. Players don't want to be in the home forever. So there is a field here, and that is also great. To come in the field and to play, that is not our fault, and that is not bad. We want to come, play, and come back home. Coming into the limited is part of the destiny. Like even in a limited way, in a day, you want to be in the home, not just forever. You won't feel it is a perfect life to be locked in the home. There comes a time you want to go out, and it may be raining, and you still want to go out, and then you come back home. So this is the way nature is. This is the way we are made, and it is a good model. Just to be, they don't want to make the limited our world. That is the caution. Don't get deceived by the limited.
The more we experience the unlimited, the more we can appreciate the limited. So, any final thoughts? And then we'll finish with a transmission from Madhaban.
Yes, we'll go to the transmission and meet tomorrow.